Hi, today I'm going to be back in the back corner of the North 40 working on a downed cherry tree that I've been watching for years to see when it was going to fall. And it's a nice sized tree and I need to continue harvesting what I can from it. Let's go take a look at that. I've got my saws all ready to go here and let's head back there. This is one of my favorite times of the year to be cutting wood. It's about 12 degrees outside and no snow on the ground, so everything's firm and there's no snow to mess with, and I can get way back into the back 40. Once the big snows come, I kind of let this part of the 40 just lie there and use it for snowshoeing and things like that. I don't plow or anything. Got a friend that's got a nice deer stand down that way. Plenty of deer coming through here. Sometimes when I'm driving out to the site here, I'll see a few whitetails bobbing in the distance. Got an old bridge I built here over a ditch, drainage ditch that's been here for probably a century or more. And gives me a way to get out to the back 40 here. I finished up my buckthorn removal in this part of the woods last year, and as you can see, it looks pretty clean, although without the leaves it's harder to tell where the buckthorn was, but you can still see where I've got piles of buckthorn that I had taken out, laying around out here. See several piles over that way, and there's a big one there. I'm gonna turn here. There you might be able to see the cherry tree that's down in the distance there. It had some rot in it, and that's why it finally went down. And so the middle of it has some rot in it that as I continue cutting from the top to the bottom of the tree there, I'll probably run into where it's just not worth messing with anymore, and we'll take a closer look. Okay, so you can see where the tree broke off. It's handy because it's right next to my wood road back here, but you can see the rot in the middle of the tree that led to its demise. It was a beautiful tree that I admired for many years, and but it's not a really very straight log, so it wouldn't have been good, I don't think, for a peeler log to make veneer, or even so much for a lumber log, because of its not being straight, and I'm not sure where rot might be. As you can see here, you can see right into the tree. So I finished up the top part of this tree last time out, and now I'm just working on cutting up what's salvageable from the rest of the tree. Let's take a look at the end cut and see how this still looks pretty clean. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Don't see a lot of rot in there. Maybe a little bit right in this area, but it's still a lot of good wood. So what's the market for cherry wood firewood? I'm not sure that it's the best firewood. It's kind of a lighter wood. It's not as dense as oak and ironwood and some of the better hardwoods, but I think it burns fine, and it's kind of fun to have cherry wood in the fireplace. The other people that might be interested in this wood are people that smoke meat products or have a smoker at home. They may find this to be very valuable wood. I know they like cherry and apple and hickory and things like that. So there are some good uses for it. Let's get to work. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure out the cuts on this log so I get them the right length. And I'm going to cut this end piece off and stage it underneath the log back here so that when I cut here, it'll still be up in the air sitting on another log. So let's get to that. Okay, so I got it cut and staged for the later cuts, but it went pretty well. Let's take these two cherry rounds I have here and see how well they split. Okay, that split pretty easily on the first swing. I think maybe it's because I'm getting to where the rot is showing up in the middle of the log, so I don't know how many logs I'll get out of this, how many more pieces I'll get out of this log, but that's a sign. As you can see where the red is there, that's where, let me get on the other side, where the reddish part is, that's where the rot mostly is. But there's a lot of good wood still in there if I can split it away from the rot. All right, so I got the rest of that split up. And most of it looks pretty good. Even when there's a little rot, it's insignificant. That piece shows it a little more, but it's really not that much of the piece of wood, so it turned out pretty good. I'm gonna split that other one up now. This one's a tougher one. There we go. There's that middle part that's a little bit rotten. I think I'll just throw that back in the woods. Well, I think it turned out to be some pretty good looking firewood. So I'm going to put the camera away and get back to work. Thanks for coming along today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and be safe out there in the woods and have fun. Bye now.